What's up, YouTube? Hannibal123 Robert's World here. I'd just like to make a few comments on the balloon boy. I know that it's old news because if it's been on YouTube for an hour, it's old news. But I just wonder if y'all was aware, or whenever the family was on Wolf Blitzer reports, that they asked the boy, said, did you hear us calling you? And he said, yeah. And the mother said, really? Did you? And then he says, yeah, I heard. He said, well, why didn't you answer? He said, because you said that it wouldn't be good for the show. Did you notice the father's reaction? The father's reaction was like, oh, really? Oh, what? Oh, and then if you'll notice, listen real careful, go back and look at the video, because the dad says, what? And then somebody farted right there on the spot. Like, oh no, you know. And then the dad tries to cover it up, you know, and start blaming everything on the little boy, you know. These parents are just so sick in the mind. And I hope they're watching, and I hope they got a neighbor, a friend, or a family that's watching, because they're probably as ignorant as they are. Anybody that would put their child in a position like that. Now this kid's going to be ridiculed. I mean, big time ridiculed in school. He's going to be just tormented over all this. And down south, you know, the sheriff said that he was going to go and arrest him. You know, that there was going to be criminal charges brought against him. But what they need is they need a good old-fashioned southern cornholing. A lot of y'all know what that means, you know. But a lot of y'all northerners up there in Ohio, y'all's cornhole is a different thing. You know, throw beanbags in the hole, you know, from so many feet away. Good game, I must say. I got a neighbor that's from Ohio. He learned me to play that. But I told him, I said, I'm not telling nobody down here, you know, that I'm playing cornhole, because they'll think it's a different thing, you know. But getting back to the parents. These parents are the most ignorant, moronish, self-centered, neglectful two human beings that I've ever met that has not beaten their child or set their child on fire. Because it makes no difference. You've tortured that child and then made the child lie. You know, made the child hide. Now come on, what kind of people can these be? You know, but do look at that, because one of them did fart on there. You listen to the Wolf Blitzer reports. They did. You know, one of them did. And then the child just don't know what to say, you know. But there's one thing about it. Child and youth and honesty. The child was asked a question and he was honest. What do you think about this? I know that there's been 100 videos probably on this. But if you watch the video of them when they're on the Blitzer reports, then you'll see that the Falcon was supposed to be in the balloon. But did you see how these country people, or whoever they were in Colorado, how they tried to retrieve the boy from the balloon? You would have thought it was Shrek. Go get your pitchforks and shovels. And then they start beating the hell out of the balloon with the shovels. What if the kid was in it? You know, he was in more danger of being removed from the balloon than he was flying in the balloon. But to the parents, you're nothing but sorry, low-down pieces of trash. Hear me again. This is Robert's World saying one more time. You are no good low-life, shouldn't have children, pieces of trash. I think they ought to put you under the jail for this. You should not be allowed to have children, put them in a position like this. So, Robert's World on YouTube, tell me what you think, because this is disgusting. I just cannot believe that parents would put their children in such jeopardy. And I don't mean jeopardy as like putting them in a balloon. I mean putting them in jeopardy as teaching them to lie and deceive just so they can benefit. Just so they can you know, compensate for a little TV fame. Sure, I'm after a little TV fame here with YouTube from my viewers and my friends, my subscribers. But and let's just see what your views are. Give me some video responses so I can see your face, so I can see your reaction. because these are some low-life people. No matter what, I don't care what you got to say about my opinions of it, because I can take it, because I'll dish it back. It's no problem. But to the parents, you're trash. You're no good. Shouldn't have no kids at all. Do your kids that way? Should be taken away, period. You know, you don't teach your kids that kind of morals nowadays. Next thing, what are you going to do? You know, tell them to pretend they're dead to collect on the insurance policy? Come on, what are you going to do? Keep him under the basement for a long time till he's 30? And then spend up the money and then send him on the road? That's all I got to say about it. But man, this is really disgusting. This is Hannibal 123, Robert's World. I'm going to check out, but y'all subscribe, y'all comment. Give me some stars, whatever, if you like it. If you don't like it, comment. I'll be with you. Rest assured, I will respond to every comment. But, peace out, YouTube.